Hello and welcome back to Building Bolton. This is episode 41 and today I have two absolute massive games. One against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League and then the other against Chelsea in the Premier League. As you can see by this screen, we're favourites somehow for the Atletico match. I have no idea why, because if you go see their team in a minute and it is absolutely insanity compared to us. But before that, let's take you back on the past results. So since the disappointment in Kiev, we've actually been on a very good form indeed. We've only lost once in the Premier League so far, and that was the last game I played, shall I say. That was 1-0 loss against Liverpool at home, which was disappointing. Harry Kane with the goal. But as you can see, we've beaten, or we've drew to Norwich 2-2. We were 2-0 up, and then we threw that away. Then we won in the Cup against QPR, then we won against Arsenal, then we won against Besiktas. Which was an absolute crucial game already in the Champions League. We thrashed them 3-0. Moussa Dembele was on fine form, same with Woodrow and Baker. So they'll probably be starting today, or well, two of the three, shall I say. And then we got a credible draw against Man City at the City of Manchester Stadium. Seems we do very well against Man City away. And yeah, I just mentioned the Liverpool game. So yeah, these two games are absolutely massive. Chelsea are up in fourth. We're eighth in the Premier League, should I say? It's extremely tight. I would want to win more games than we are. We're drawing too many at the moment, considering we've only lost once. If we turned in those couple of draws into wins, then we'd be sitting pretty nicely in second or at least in the top four. So it's very tight, but very good start to the season. Cauley Woodrow is the top goal scorer in the Premier League. Anyway, let's get on with the games. Atletico Madrid, let's see who's starting today. Last game against Liverpool, obviously I lost, so I've made a few changes to that team. So the team will be, for today's game against Madrid, is Trapp in goal, Nyam, Denia, Reed, Cresswell, then midfield three of Baker, Dembele, Carroll, Chadley, Bentancur, and Schlong comes into the starting lineup. So Woodrow, Gray on the bench, Walker Peters, and Barbona. They just won. Like, the last few games haven't been playing too well, as you can see by the last five games. They're all below a 7. So I thought give some new guys, oh not new guys, should I say, give some other guys a go and see if they can perform on the day. So yeah, when I said Madrid's team was absolutely insane, it's still insane. You got Mandzukic coming back, obviously, Jackson Martinez, Aubameyang's on the bench, Griezmann on the left, Godin, Savic. There's probably a few others. Griezmann's on the bench. Coquelin, Sal. How old is Godin? He's 33, and his physicals are pretty decent. He's earning £105,000. You'd definitely not go get into the Bolton team with that wage. But hopefully we can do them in the middle, because quite a rigid formation, 4-4-2. Simeone is still their manager, which I always like to see, especially 5 seasons in to the save. So it's always nice to see a manager still at their club from real life. I think that made sense. If it didn't, then just throw it in the comments. There's not much has happened, but Chadley whips in Dembele! Oh yes! Bolton won, Atletico Madrid 0, and we top the group as it stands. Oh my goodness me. We've had 63% of possession, and my voice that was a flipping awful voice crack. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm a bit ill with the flu, so that's probably why I sound a bit down. Chadley whips it in. Dembele free in the box and volleys it home past the goalkeeper. No chance. And the Bolton boys are happy. We're happy. I'm happy. The viewers are happy at home. Let's charge. Good. But it's a big game, and Kiev have got Besiktas, so hopefully Besiktas will do me a favour by maybe winning the game. But Chadley is now on the ball and passes it to Carroll. Again, Carroll loses it, because he did that a lot last Champions League game against Kiev. So hopefully he's not going to do this more, because if he does, then he's going to get off the pitch. And Martinez has equalised for Madrid. That didn't take too long for them, did it? 5 minutes the lead lasted. Good possession in their half, and we lost it, and they counted pretty well. Nyam could have probably got better there. Denia forgot his feet. He's forgot his feet. He's like, I've worked way, left, right, flipping centre. And now here come Atletico Madrid again with Koke, Griezmann on the right hand side. And Griezmann, oh my goodness me! Oh, it's turned around for flip's sake. We were winning 1-0 like 7 minutes ago. Now it's Atletico Madrid 2, Bolton 1. And Griezmann is just he's just done world class. That's a world class strike. Outside the box, top corner. Kevin Trapp, no chance. And now that has put the tie on its head. So it's 2-1 at half time. And I'm going to go aggressive. I'm going to say expecting a much better performance from you. Denier's played an absolute shocker, which is not good at all because he was one of my star signings, really. I want him to play better. I need him to play better, simple as. And then we give a ball away sloppily again. So who's that? Winston Reid giving it away. Now Koke to High Sag to Koke. And then they're just passing it around pretty easily. Jackson Martinez, he should score that. Winston Reid and Denier have an absolute mare at the back. They can't keep with his movement. Schlong out wide to Niam. That's better. Chadley's in there. Carroll's there. Bentancur. Oh, that's a great save from the Atleti keeper. And those chances, we've got to take them. We're the lesser side in these games, and we have to take them. With 25 minutes on the clock, we take off Baker and I'm bringing Woodrow. We've got to go for it. We go 4-4-2. We'll match them. Oh, the time has just gone. With 20 seconds on the clock, can we score? But no, they've brought Bamiyang on. That's not a bad sub at all, is it? And Atletico Madrid have won this. They're just going to run the clock down. They might even get a third. And it's full time at the Macron. Bolton 1, Atletico Madrid 2. And I feel like that's one that has slipped out of our grasp. Especially being 1-0 up at home. So yes, a very good side. But that is really dampened our Champions League qualification hopes. Because now we have to win against Kiev, it seems. But it's at Bolton, so you'd favourite us. And then we got a win against Besiktas away. And then it might come down to snatch a point against Atletico, should I say. Next game, Chelsea away. Brilliant. 3 days later. No rest at all, is it? Welcome back, and it's a return of a fiver back. Yeah, the Bolton away formation is coming back because we're playing against a very good Chelsea side. So I feel like putting as many defenders as possible on the field is always a definite positive because we can't concede early on. And we've got the pace on the wings. Tomayo Gray, a bit of Chadley up front, a bit of creativity in the middle of the park too. So we've made a few changes. We've obviously going for a fiver back. So I'm going to just read the team out again. So Trapp, back five of Niam, Tisserand, Lovren, Velasquez, Cresswell. So all three centre halves are completely different. Middle two of Barbona, Dembele. So I'm trying Barbona in the middle. Chadley on the left, and Mario Gray on the right. He comes in for Bentancur, and Woodrow also comes in for Clough. Not Clough, shall I say? He comes in for Schlong. Also good news. Juan Turbe's back in training. We owe Chelsea what happened, revenge basically. I don't know what, I can't remember what happened. Oh yeah, the FA Cup final. How could I forget? Where we lost 3-1. That was disappointing that day. And let's not concede in the first minute. Okay, it's a free kick. I thought it was going to be a penalty, and I was like, you absolute mongoloid. Aspelin, oh Jesus Christ, the highlights are coming in. Quadrado's back post, but Christensen flick on. And we just can't defend. I can remember in the FA Cup final, they scored from a long throw. We can't defend these for some odd, bizarre reason. It's really annoying. You know, Aspilicueta, that's a long throw, but we should be at least winning the first ball. Then Cresswell, Lovren, both of them are sloppy. Switched off. Quadrado far post, taps it in. We're going to have to show a lot of character to come back from 1-0 down against a good Chelsea team, especially away from home at Stamford Bridge. And Hazard can make it too. Oh, it's a fucking penalty. How many penalties have we given away this season? It's ridiculous. I think that's the fourth one. And it just doesn't help my cause. And now Hazard has a chance to put Chelsea 2-0 up within 32 minutes. Hazard steps up and Trapp saves! Come on, Kevin Trapp. Come on, brilliant save. Diving to his left. And that is a wonderful save. And that gives us a bit of hope. But I will be changing the formation at halftime because the photo back is really not working. However, if we score here, then my flipping hell Dembele. That is an absolutely awful pass. But Gray picks it up. Gray drives inside. Massacre tackle. Chadley can shoot from here. He shoots and hits the bar. Aspilicueta heads it away for a corner kick to Bolton. And can we score just before half time? Cresswell in the box and just come out for Woodrow. Velasquez, Chadley, can we keep up this pressure? No, we can't. Another voice crack. It's two in today's episode. It's half time. Chelsea 1, Bolton 0. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna keep it the same for 15 minutes. If it hit the 60 mark, then we'll switcheroo. And Chelsea are on the dominant side. Pedro's come on for Hazard, which isn't a bad sub to make. And they're just controlling the middle of the park. Oscar picks up, then Morata is now on it. Pedro's on the right hand side. Pedro cuts inside of 2, 3, and hits his shot wide. And I'm not even going to wait for the 60th minute because we need to change it. Definitely. I'm going to bring on Marco Huber, the 19-year-old Austrian, for Velasquez because he hasn't played well at all. Chadley is going to come off. I'm going to move Barbona to the left-hand side. I'm going to bring on Bentancur in the middle. Interesting substitutions, maybe. But I've made a double change. I've still got one more in the bank. I'm going to bring the third sub on now. I'm going to play Schlong up front for Woodrow. I think that is a perfect sub because I know Schlong will score. Chelsea have just been absolutely all over us all game. They've had 13 shots to our 3. And now Pedro to Morata. And that is 2-0 Chelsea. Match surely is game over. But again, these two performances, I know they've been in very tough games against Madrid and Chelsea, but we're now Bolton. We're I wouldn't say a massive team in England, but we should be at least given a bit more fight. We did against Atletico Madrid. I would take that, but against Chelsea, this game we've not been in it at all, which is really disappointing. And here comes Chelsea again. If it makes it 3, then it's for fuck's sake. It's just Cuadrado. Their pace just causes problems. Our defence looks absolutely disheartened and they can't deal with pace, it seems, even though they should be able to, really, because their physical's quite good. We're not standing off them, really. We're pressing quite high. It's a bit of a puzzle, and I'll have to fix it because it is Chelsea 3, Bolton 0, and that's a full-time result, and that isn't good enough. It's simple as that. And we can go for revenge 4 days in 4 days time when we have them in the Capital One Cup, but that makes it 3 losses in a row. Next time we meet, I think I'm going to bring you the Southampton game and the Besiktas game, which will be the last game in Champions League group stage. So hopefully there will be something on the line there. Maybe we'll qualify, or at least qualify for Europa League. Because we don't really want to go out Europe completely, because that would be an absolute disaster. But if you did like this episode, be sure to leave a like on it. So yeah, until next time, I'm Building Bolton. I'll see you then. Goodbye.